embrace reality. For there are truths men often fail to grasp until it's too late, leaving them with nothing but remorse. Indeed, regret is a formidable emotion, one that should never be taken lightly. Today, we will explore 10 common regrets experienced by men. By understanding these lessons, you can steer clear of them. Stick with us until the end, because the final one might be the most crucial. Number 1, not taking risk is the biggest risk that you will take. Let's dive into a fundamental life truth that's worth exploring. The most significant risk you can take is avoiding risks altogether. If you look at the journeys of some of the most admired and accomplished people, you'll notice a common thread. They didn't let fear or uncertainty hold them back. They took action. It's a simple but profound fact. Virtually everything of genuine value in life, be it a fulfilling relationship, a rewarding career, or pursuing your passions, involves a degree of risk. To illustrate this, let's consider the scenario of being attracted to someone and wanting to connect with them. In this situation, taking action means approaching them and starting a conversation. However, for many people, this seemingly simple act can be incredibly intimidating, and some even freeze up when the person they're interested in passes by. The emotional aspect of this lesson is quite powerful. It all comes down to the choices you make. You can summon the courage to embrace these risks, face your fears, and potentially discover something truly wonderful in the process. Or you can opt for the safer route, avoiding risks and the accompanying uncertainty. But in doing so, you may settle for a life that's just okay, rather than one filled with excitement, growth, and the potential for greatness. Ultimately, it's a choice between living a life that's merely satisfactory or seizing the opportunity for something extraordinary. Number 2, overthinking ruins your life. Picture this. You're lying in bed at night, your mind racing with thoughts of what you should have said, done, or achieved. You're lost in the labyrinth of your own mind, consumed by hypothetical scenarios and endless self-criticism. The more you ruminate, the more your energy depletes, your anxiety surges, and your sleep escapes you. This is the vicious cycle of overthinking, and it's something many men only grasp after years of needless suffering. Regret, my friends, is a bitter pill to swallow. Overthinking often leads to missed opportunities and squandered moments. How many times have you thought back to a situation where you wish you'd spoken up, asked her out, or taken that leap of faith? Overthinking gnaws at our confidence, making us hesitant and indecisive, often until it's too late. We carry with us the weight of missed chances and words unspoken, and that burden can be soul-crushing. It's crucial to recognize the impact of overthinking, to understand that it can hold us back from living the life we desire. Only when we realize that we've spent precious years mired in fruitless thoughts can we make the change. Don't let it take a lifetime to understand that overthinking is the thief of the present, the jailer of your true potential. Overthinking is a costly mistake that many men learn far too late in life. Break free from the chains of regret and seize the present. Embrace the power of living in the moment and recognize that overthinking is the enemy of progress. Number 3, ignoring your emotional well-being. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, and too often we prioritize physical health while neglecting the well-being of our minds. But here's the hard-earned truth that many men discover later in life. Neglecting mental health can have devastating consequences. It's like ignoring a storm brewing within you, hoping it will simply blow over. The emotional turmoil that builds up can lead to turmoil in every aspect of your life. We've seen it time and again. Men who bear the weight of their problems silently, believing it's a sign of strength. But the reality is that seeking help is a mark of true courage. When you neglect your mental health, it's not just you who suffers. It affects your relationships, your work, and your overall quality of life. The regret that often comes too late is the realization that you could have lived a happier, healthier life by taking care of your mind. Your mental well-being deserves the same attention as your physical health. It's okay to ask for help, to seek therapy, to talk to a friend or a professional. So, let this lesson be a reminder that it's never too late to prioritize your mental health. It's not a sign of weakness, it's an act of self-love and strength. Number 4, life is hard, but find meaning in responsibility. Life's path isn't always smooth, it can be strewn with thorns, testing our patience and resilience. Betrayal, whether in personal relationships or professional endeavors, can leave deep scars, breeding bitterness. Many men carry these burdens, allowing the bitterness to take root in their hearts, often consuming their lives. However, there's another path, one illuminated by meaning, purpose, and self-discovery. Instead of succumbing to the darkness of resentment, one can find a transformative light within the responsibilities we shoulder. As fathers, friends, partners, and responsible citizens, we have the potential to infuse life's challenges with meaning. Embracing responsibility is not just a duty, but a chance to make the world a better place, starting with our own lives. It's about accepting the power to bring positive change, even in the face of malevolence. Number 5, life is unfair. Consider 2 individuals born into different circumstances. One is privileged, born with wealth and opportunities, while the other faces the adversity of poverty. Life's inherent unfairness is evident as we recognize the unequal starting points that shape our journey. Regret often accompanies the realization of how much precious time and energy are squandered on complaints about life's inequities. We lament the moments lost to bitterness when we could have been proactive in our own advancement. Instead of dwelling on what we cannot control, we must adapt to life's disparities. We can't change our starting point, but we can control how we navigate our unique paths. Regretting the time lost to complaints is a heavy burden. However, this awareness can be the catalyst for personal growth and resilience. Embrace life's disparities, rise above them, and make the most of the opportunities within your reach. Number 6, allowing others to stop you from living your dream life. Picture a scenario where you've let others step all over your dreams, where the spark of your aspirations fizzles out under the weight of their criticisms. Sadly, this is a situation that many of us find ourselves in more often than we'd care to admit. What's truly disheartening is that those very critics, the naysayers who held your dreams hostage, are likely to be mere footnotes in your life a decade from now. Yet, you've sacrificed your dreams on the altar of their judgments. It's a tough call. But if you have people in your life who do not champion your dreams and goals, even if they're your closest kin, it's high time to muster the courage to let them go. In this journey called life, you are the captain of your ship, and it's crucial to steer it unapologetically in the direction of your dreams. Now, close your eyes for a moment and envision a world where there are no prying eyes or harsh judgments, where you're free to pursue your dreams with unbridled passion. What bold steps would you take? What extraordinary feats would you achieve if there were no one to criticize or deter you? Would you start that YouTube channel you've always dreamed of? Would you boldly set up your own business? These are the questions that may define your path when you cast aside the stifling shackles of others' judgments. And remember, the heartache of looking back and realizing that you allowed others to hold you back is a heavy burden to bear. So, let that realization fuel your journey forward, unburdened by the judgments of others. Your dreams deserve nothing less than your relentless pursuit. Number 7, not forgiving people. It's like trying to hurt him by poisoning yourself. Picture unforgiveness as swallowing poison and expecting someone else to suffer. It's a burden we carry, an emotional corrosive that gnaws at our well-being. It often takes years to recognize the fruitlessness of clinging to resentment. Regret often arises when we comprehend that our grudges have stolen precious moments, strained relationships, and hindered personal growth. We grieve the time we spent nursing anger and the opportunities we missed. The turning point comes when we realize that forgiveness isn't a gift to the one who wronged us. It's a gift to ourselves. It's about unburdening ourselves from the weight of anger, finding closure, and allowing our hearts to move forward unencumbered. Consider the story of a man who carried a decade-long grudge against a family member. The day he finally forgave, he experienced a profound sense of liberation. He understood that forgiveness wasn't an endorsement of the wrongdoing, but a release from the toxicity of unforgiveness. Number 8. Focus on what you can control and ignore those that you can't. We've all been there, attempting to micromanage every detail of our lives. We strive to control people's actions, circumstances, and outcomes, believing that this will lead to happiness and success. But what we often learn too late is that life has its own plan. It unfolds with unexpected twists and turns, and sometimes, the more we try to control it, the more it resists. The profound realization comes when we accept that we cannot control everything. It's in embracing life's uncertainties and unpredictabilities that we truly find wisdom. The beauty of knowledge lies in its adaptability. The more we learn, the more we understand that the pursuit of control is often a fruitless endeavor. Instead, we must focus on gaining knowledge and understanding the world around us. In doing so, we equip ourselves to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Never forget that knowledge is your greatest ally, and it's something that no one can take away from you. Let this lesson serve as a reminder to let go of the need for control. Embrace knowledge, and you'll find that when you cease trying to control everyone and everything, you gain mastery over the most important thing of all, your own life. Number 9. Focus on your own path and stop comparing with others that started earlier. It's a common human tendency to measure our progress by looking at those who started their journey a decade ahead. We question our achievements, wonder if we're falling behind, and agonize over why we haven't reached certain milestones. But here's the truth we often realize too late. Life isn't a race against someone else's clock. It's your unique journey, and the path you're on is entirely your own. The emotional weight of constant comparison can leave us feeling inadequate and anxious, and it's a burden that many carry for years. We learn, as the years go by, that this path of comparison leads to despair and hinders our growth. It steals the joy from our achievements and blinds us to our own potential. The real power lies in focusing on your journey, in celebrating every step forward, no matter how small it might seem. Number 10. If it's too good to be true, then it probably isn't true. Life is a journey fraught with challenges, and amidst its twists and turns, we often encounter opportunities that appear dazzling, almost magical. It's in these moments when we must exercise caution. Time and again, men have learned that grand promises and too good to be true schemes often lead to disappointment. These illusory shortcuts to success can trap us in a web of false hope. It's not about being skeptical, but about being discerning. It's a reminder to trust your instincts, to look beyond the shimmering surface, and to consider the price you might pay for embracing something that appears perfect. So, as you navigate the complexities of life, keep in mind that while dreams may come true, they rarely do so without effort and discernment. Thanks for watching. If you find this content valuable, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment.